Hello and welcome back. After taking a night off there, happy to be here for you guys again. Once again, as always, not too many changes from the previous stream, but I will go over some of my thoughts and the minor changes before we jump into the match. As you can see, you may have read the description, Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Now, of course, hexproof we get there, but indestructible. It's going to be lovely, potentially saving something from a sweeper, maybe helping to win a trade, possibly. So I think definitely I've solidified my love for Tamiyo's Safekeeping, so that's staying in for sure. Tried Blossoming Defense, Snakeskin Veil here and there, but I think I value the indestructible too much. But I had to try out those other instant spells for 1 green that can save something from targeted removal, answers, that sort of stuff. It is 3 Amigos, so we still got the full package of all 3 guys there, and you'll see a new addition I've never actually used on the stream. Fierce Empath. I think that's something maybe I could have been using before. Now, a lot of decks, there's not too many that have creature cards with mana value 6 or greater, but with my somewhat recent addition of all 4, Carnage Tyrant, and of course the Queen, Ghalta herself, gotta have her in there. I think that makes for a pretty good tutor effectively. So if Marauding Raptor's out, Fierce Empath, 1 in a green, search for Ghalta or Carnage Tyrant. Likely I could imagine Ghalta. Maybe we have enough to cast her for 2. We go Fierce Empath, so effectively it's casting Ghalta for 4, which is still, 4 for a 12/12 trample is very decent, definitely. But Fierce Empath, helping us search for the headache for many decks, Carnage Tyrant, or the fantastic Queen of Dinos. As always, Ripjaw, Shifting, still in there doing fantastic work against a wide variety of stuff. Regisaur Alpha, gotta keep things moving fast as always, and still with the mana base, got Blast Zone in there. Man, I faced a Golgari Food deck. It could have been rough. It would have been rough if not for something like Blast Zone. Oh man, this is one of my all-time favorite recent additions. That's just giving such an edge, and especially having this in game 1. You guys may think, oh, it could be a sideboard card, or maybe have 1 to start out with and a few more in the sideboard, but I'm just jamming it in there. Game 1, we have a really good chance against Golgari Food, Jund Sacrifice, that sort of thing. And it covers a lot of bases for other decks where we may be just completely locked out and almost or sometimes automatically lose against certain decks without any answer game 1. So you really want to at least have a potential chance to get out of a sticky situation. So that's why Blast Zone still in there. Sideboard, I believe it's still the same from 2 nights ago. Reckless Rage, 4 of. Anger of the Gods, always lovely. Rampaging Ferocidon, yes please. Deathgorge Scavenger. Alright, let's jump into the matches. And I'm not drinking coffee or water tonight. I know, crazy stuff. It is hot chocolate. Well, it's not hot anymore because I took a little while making the thumbnail there, but yeah. See if I face any Azorius Control tonight. I had a nasty match before I started here. Oh, they cast 3 Wrath of Gods back to back, followed by Farewells mixed in here and there. Anyone that doesn't know Farewell, oh, quake in your boots. 4 and 2 white, exile all creatures, exile all artifacts, exile all enchantments, and exile all planeswalkers, and you can choose any number of those. It is a headache, a fantastic sweeper, certainly costing 6. I can understand that, but Farewell is right. That's for sure. Ooh, we could make this work. Got the Drover. Did see 1 mulligan from him. Yeah, I think that we'll try it out. See if we can get any information from him by whatever. Oh, Azorius. Did I jinx myself? Well, at the very least, hopefully it's not Azorius Auras. That's certainly one of my toughest matchups. But Blast Zone against something like Auras certainly would be quite helpful. Yeah, I'm just going to go Stomping Ground tapped. They easily could have something to deal with Drover. Hopefully that's not the case, but we do have one now to protect him. So hopefully that worked out in our favor. Control, go slow. So then we can easily save it with Tamiyo's Safekeeping here. I've started trying to do this, at least having something that, or at least one mana up to protect our, well, turn 3 play here. Sometimes it has made the difference. But they're going slow. Maybe in some ways it's good for us to go slow, keeping up protection on certain things.
If you wish to surrender now,
looks alright at the moment. Hopefully another land coming up here. Well, it's not another land, but I would definitely expect a sweeper of some kind coming up. They got 3 sources of white. I think I'll go with Ripjaw, just in case. I have to have some white-based removal. Rather than use it on Ripjaw, hopefully get that 5th land next turn and take somebody out. But could certainly just be something nasty here. Day of Judgment. Alright, so certainly, oh, good stuff. Hopefully it's not another sweeper, but definitely prefer having Shifting Ceratops over Ripjaw, of course, especially in a matchup like this where it's a lot of blue things. Ooh, pacifism. That is something I did not expect. My goodness. And Authority of the Consuls. That is definitely not good. Well, at the very least, hopefully, we can safely go Regisaur Alpha next turn. Perhaps Carnage Tyrant sometime after that, but we got to watch out for that Authority of Consuls. Definitely looking for a Blast Zone here. Would be nice taking out Pacifism, but might want to take out Authority of the Consuls with Blast Zone. We can do it the turn we play it, of course, because it does cost 1. Blast Zone coming into play with 1 charge counter, and when we sacrifice it, take out all non-land permanents that cost 1. Certainly Authority of the Consuls does slow things down a lot. They have plenty up, so I think I'll just... Hard to say. They could have a nice, nasty sweeper coming up next turn, which we would have 1 left over with Tamiyo's to save Regisaur Alpha. They're certainly not worried about Shifting Ceratops here, but... Ooh, okay. We'll make it work. Possibly. Hopefully seeing that Blast Zone at some point, but perhaps next turn making Lair of the Hydra big, keeping 1 green back for Tamiyo's Safekeeping to stop some sort of removal on the Lair of the Hydra there.
You know what? I'm not done.
I got 2. I'm going to try the other Regisaur, see what happens. Okay, good stuff. Not so good with Authority of the Consuls. It would be nice chipping away at Teferi, maybe, hopefully, taking him out. We'll see if he wants to do his -3. We'll use Tamiyo's, I imagine, to hopefully save Regisaur Alpha here. Okay.
We need to move quickly.
Could see a sweeper coming up. Ooh. Hopefully this doesn't trick. Oh, phew. Indestructible. Hey, Casey Graves, how's it going? What's up? Well, some painful things are up at the moment. But the question is... Yeah, definitely Carnage Tyrant. That's going to give them a bit of a headache. Hopefully they don't have anything that can deal with Regisaur Alpha. And again, hopefully there's not another Day of Judgment or something like that. But keeping Teferi down, hopefully. Oh, good. Yeah, Azorius Control is always rough, but I do enjoy it still. Win or lose, certainly more likely on the losing side, but it's a good learning experience. The more practice I have against decks like this, the better, hopefully, I'll get.
Hurry.
Oh, there's the Doomscar. Doomscar is good, but perhaps we'll be able to take out something with Lair of the Hydra. I am worried about March of Otherworldly Light with a token or something that costs 0. March of Otherworldly Light, they can pay just a white to exile target creature token because it has no mana value or mana cost. So that's pretty fantastic. 1 white, exile any creature token. Man, it's rough to say the least. I think I'll try and land this Huntmaster here. See if they draws out some sort of counter removal, that sort of thing. Try and get Ripjaw as well. Don't think they'd feel too worried about a Huntmaster or a Ripjaw next turn to go something nasty. Okay, the Fateful Absence. So perhaps they've run out of board wipes at the moment. Could have seen them maybe using the board wipe on Huntmaster and Ripjaw there. Oh, it's Azorius Approach the Second Sun. So I gotta do something quick, but I don't think that's going to do it.
No time for a break.
Yeah, Approach the Second Sun, always nasty. But we'll make Lair of the Hydra 4? Yes, 4. Not 5, 4. Ooh, Stifle. Well, that is going to do it. Sometimes it is painful. It is a fairly unfavorable matchup for Dinos, as some of you guys can probably imagine, but it, still a good time. I enjoy Dinos, win or lose, as always. Death Gorge, though. They got a lot of spells. So in a matchup like this, I do sort of tend to switch out something like Death Gorge. Ripjaw Raptor certainly makes pretty good sense. I figure lots of non-creature spells for Death Gorge to be big, potentially making some pretty nice aggression oftentimes, or basically all the time, swinging as a 4/3. It could swing as a 5/4 the turn it comes down if it also gets haste, but yeah, switching Ripjaw, Death Gorge, maybe Rampaging Ferocidon. Nah. Leave it as is, but that was an interesting, rough, and certainly wouldn't have expected something like pacifism, but it did the trick. Helped out. Not quite. With 3 Amigos, 12 2-drops, I certainly expect and hope to get one. No, there we go. Yeah, gonna send 1 Marauding Packing. I feel pretty safe about that. Definitely, again, if you get something like 2 Marauding Raptors down, and then you have Regisaur Alpha, you could play both Regisaur Alpha and the token, unfortunately, die from the 2 pings. from each Marauding Raptor, but you do buff both Marauding Raptors quite nicely. I'm thinking that is a Doomscar. I can't see it being, well, maybe saw it coming as well to counter something, but I feel we got a Doomscar coming up, so we got to save somebody. I'm going to try for... Ooh, whoops, I thought something was in the graveyard, so... That's alright, that's alright. We got a little bit of damage on them. Slight bit more damage. They're certainly not going to Doomscar a single Marauding Raptor. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Try for Drover. They may bounce Marauding Raptor perhaps. Then Drover would die, unfortunately, because Marauding is our only Dino, if they wanted to do something like that. But maybe Doomscar is coming up right here. Or a Wrath. Portable. Oh, interesting. Well, we'll try and save it. Hope they don't have a counter, but Azorius Control has a lot of counters, that's for sure. Ooh, the Archmage's Charm. That's alright. Yeah, I definitely think that's a Doomscar. So just swing with Drover of the Mighty. Either pop Blast Zone coming up here. Get Marauding Raptor back. Ah, interesting. Well, that was a little painful, to say the least. Ouch. Well, they don't have a whole lot of cards, and we do have a second Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully sticks around, something, anything. Okay, well, maybe they don't have a Wrath. Nah, I think they probably have a Wrath. Doomscar. Okay, Doomscar, fantastic stuff. Definitely nice playing it for 3 there, but I think Shifting Ceratops could do the trick if we can top deck that. Carnage Tyrant, we have enough. Well, not quite enough. Ooh. Now we have enough Carnage Tyrant. Alright, good old Blast Zone. Hopefully they don't have another discontinuity. Stifle. Oh, that is not nice. Well, not the best game in the world. Not a whole lot we could do there. That's alright. That's how it goes. Jump right back into things and we'll see if we can get it done. But nasty, nasty discontinuity. Stifle. Certainly stifles what we were trying to do. Yeah, some games, some matchups, there's just really not a whole lot you can do. Certainly tried to save some stuff with Tamiyo Safekeeping, but was not meant to be, unfortunately. Ooh, Well, we're on the draw, so potentially a decent chance to draw something. If that was a Sorcerette, I think I may risk it, because we would be able to then go Marauding Raptor or Huntmaster with a Blast Zone. But too risky, too risky. Oh, that's definitely better. Oh, Blast Zone going to be pretty good here. See if it's Mono Red or is it Phoenix, but might wait to play Huntmaster. see what we draw if there is some play for turn 3 after Huntmaster. But if I haven't drawn anything, yeah, I think I'll wait till turn 3, save Huntmaster. Turn 4, Regisaur. Oh, a lot of Tamiyo Safekeeping, good stuff. And as always, since I decided not to go Huntmaster, we do save taking that 2 damage from Stomping Ground. But it's nice, hopefully nice, seeing 3 Tamiyo Safekeeping. Definitely not expected, but at the very least, we haven't seen any Arclight Phoenixes get into the graveyard, so that's a positive. Alright, that's good stuff. Expressive Iteration, so this turn we shouldn't have to worry about any Phoenixes if they get them in there. Oh, 1 less Unholy Heat, good stuff. So, well, I would expect they have more Unholy Heats in their hand, but 1 less Unholy Heat, I'm happy about that. They can't play that. Oh, they forgot. They already played their land for the turn, and they took Otepec thinking they could play it, but that's not the case. Good stuff. So we don't have to worry about that bouncing something. For anybody that doesn't know, hasn't faced it. Otepec, legendary land, tap, add a blue, channel. Discard Otepec Soaring City. Return target artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. They don't have a whole lot of legendary creatures, but bouncing something big that we're trying to make something happen, that certainly can hurt the tempo of things. Oh, fantastic. I was hoping for Shifting Ceratops, and I expect something to happen to Huntmaster here. Hopefully Tamiyos can save it. They could have multiple things that cost 1 that deal 2 damage, so we may be saying goodbye to Huntmaster anyways. A little unfortunate there. Hopefully that's not the... Oh. I was worried something like Izzet Phoenix. You expect them to have... yeah. Stuff that deals 2 multiple times, Pillar of Flame, Flame Blessed Bolt, lots of stuff like that. So I think we got a little lucky there. Hopefully next turn at the very least, well, it would be nice drawing a land. We could go Shifting Ceratops, keep 1 back to protect something with Tamiyo Safekeeping, or potentially just go Regisaur Alpha. We're seeing a Phoenix here, though. 1 Phoenix or 2? Yeah. So just 1 Phoenix, not too bad. Certainly things would be quite nasty if we were facing 2 of them. Oh, another Shifting Ceratops. Well, gotta be shifting, gotta be hasty. We don't have anything left to block. Give Shifting Ceratops reach with a single green, excuse me. Might be it, potentially here, especially if they get some more Arclight Phoenixes. But a Faithless Looting for 3, that's not too bad. Might have saved ourselves some time. And we got 2 Tamiyos, so that is 4 life. We could make a little bit of a trick on them, making them think they have lethal and just casting Tamiyos potentially down the line to gain 4 life here, and surprise, it's not lethal. Stormwing Entity could be a headache, but again, Shifting Ceratops having protection from blue is going to fly right past that. But yeah, I'm missing Anger of the Gods. Perhaps I could just start with Anger of the Gods in the main for decks like Izzet Phoenix, which is popular, fantastic to say the least. Basically dead next turn. But I'll go Shifting Ceratops, second one. And then I'll leave that one green up. Actually, I'll attack with the one Shifting Ceratops. We can't give both Shifting Ceratops reach, so whether it's Tamiyo's Safekeeping, but probably, hopefully, Shifting Ceratops reach, block Stormwing Entity, we'll see. But they also could just have something that deals 2, and that would be it, unfortunately. Ooh, okie dokie. Well, some fantastic, great removal from Izzet Phoenix, as always. Gets the job done. Anger of the Gods, though. Deathgorge Scavenger. Huntmaster. Let's drop that guy. Blast Zone kinda can do the trick, but still got to make space for something like Anger of the Gods, which is just going to be absolutely fantastic, especially if we can get one Phoenix. If we can get 2 Phoenixes with Anger, I like that. Kind of thinking Reckless Rage. I do like the potential of that, taking out the crackling drakes that are always at 4 toughness, and they can be massive things. Leave it there for now. Hope we can go fast as possible, get an early Death Gorge, start eating up the graveyard. But Death Gorge, Scavenger again, when it goes to their turn, he does return 2 toughness, which is in range of all those fantastic damaging spells that they have. I am keeping that 100%. Got Anger of the Gods. 3 sources, at least 2 sources of red, so well, that looks good. Definitely have the potential of Deathgorge Scavenger to hopefully eat a graveyard chicken on turn 3. Stomping Ground, okay, good stuff. More lands. Eventually getting to Regisaur Alpha here. Perhaps they're holding up stuff that deals 2 damage, which, hey, if they don't want to do anything, we won't do anything. Because we can't. Well, I could cast Deathgorge Scavenger, but it doesn't make sense to. There's nothing for it to exile, so this is working out all right. I suspect they had some removal, some answers for the cheap stuff. Possibly Lightning Axe. Oh, hey. There's one less Abrade. 1 in a red, 3 damage to target creature, so it does take out Marauding Raptor, unfortunately, but alright, I'll just keep not playing anything. Probably throwing them for a loop, I imagine. They could have, again, something like Lightning Axe, 1 red, deal 5 damage to target creature, and they have to discard a card. Or pay 5, I believe. 5 or 4. But of course, something like Izzet Phoenix, that's what they want to do. So Lightning Axe can be pretty nasty. Of course, Unholy Heat is always nasty. Hopefully, we don't... Oh, good. I was worried about seeing a Phoenix go in the graveyard there. So next turn, at the very least, I'm thinking... probably Death Gorge. To get rid of a Phoenix, I imagine. Oh, nah, well... now that I think about it, this might not be all bad. We got Anger of the Gods. Don't have... well, we're going to be taking 6 at the very least. Could potentially be taking 9 if they get another Phoenix in there. Oh, this is... Perhaps we can turn this around. 3 phoenixes, for the most part, is going to be nasty for anybody, but Anger of the Gods, sweep them. That's 3 we don't have to worry about. Hopefully that works out, but I mean, even if it doesn't, pretty satisfying. Taking out 3 of them, that's going to slow things down, to say the least. Gonna want to watch out for that Ox of Agonis. Would have been nice taking out this Sprite Dragon, but had to take out 3 Phoenixes. Would have been lethal this turn had they gone the Sprite Dragon. Buffing it up, definitely. We would have been dead. Carnage Tyrant. Kind of thinking maybe getting rid of Ox of Agonis. Might be nice not having to worry about a 5-3 when they likely escape it coming up here. Carnage Tyrant also pretty nice. You know what, I'm thinking Regisaur Alpha. And then we go the Hasty token, get a little bit of damage. Perhaps Ghalta coming up. Hasty, lethal. Ooh, there's the Unholy Heat. We knew it would be around. We knew it would come down at some point to get rid of somebody nasty. So perhaps in that instance, maybe I should have just gone safely. Something like, oh, another Unholy Heat. This is, they're bringing the heat. Us, not so much right now, but that's all good. All good. Get her done one day, eventually. Maybe not against this Izzet Phoenix, but we did take down Izzet Phoenix back-to-back a couple nights ago there. I forget which stream it was. Man, hard to top that. Well, they definitely had the right removal at the right time. Didn't really have any early plays, but likely those early plays were going to die, unfortunately, which is maybe some angle I could explore. The early plays, switching that out for different early plays that survive through various things. But an Anger of the Gods coming up here, pretty much that's what we need. Phoenix. Well, that is not Anger, and that will do it, unfortunately, for this match against Phoenix. Rough stuff, rough stuff. But we'll bring him back around. Yeah, maybe 4 Anger of the Gods. That'd be nice. Izzet Phoenix certainly isn't going away anytime soon. You probably face it at least once if you're playing quite a bit every day. You're going to face it a lot. That could be pretty decent. Definitely if Drover the Mighty sticks around. Shelter Thicket, turn 1, always fantastic to see that. And if it's something nasty, we do have these blast zones here. Oh, okay, good. At least they can't do something to Drover. That land was tapped. It could be Merfolk. I have faced Merfolk before, just tonight, before I started as well. Couldn't quite get it done in that instance, but it was pretty good here. Seeing blue, definitely I'll play it safe, get Shifting Ceratops down. Hopefully next turn be able to go Regisaur Alpha. Carnage Tyrant definitely at some point. What do they got going on? Simic ramp of some kind, I think. Or could be... Could just be conceding because they saw dinos and they just... Oh. That guy doesn't even get mad at is it? We have no chance against dinos. Okay, well. I didn't see a whole lot from him, but probably could safely keep it as is. Maybe switching Ripjaw Raptor with Deathgorge Scavenger. I feel they probably have quite a few spells. Should nicely be able to keep fueled up eating the non-creatures, so yeah, okay. Carlitos B. Ooh, well, try it. They know what we're all about, but I think there's a pretty good chance that Drover of the Mighty is gonna survive. I'm betting on them not having a whole lot of early interaction. It seems like it's just a pretty fantastic Simic ramp of some kind. Probably due to their sleeve there being the Simic sleeve. It's probably not Sultai. Excuse me, something nasty like that. At least we don't have to worry about turn 1 Thoughtseize. That would have been quite painful. But at the very least, got 3 lands here, and they have 2 up. Still feel pretty safe going Drover. Keeping that speed up, hopefully. At the very least, we'll gain some information here. Ether Gusts, potentially. Something. Bouncing it with Brazen Borrower, perhaps. Fading Hope, okay, yep. Fading Hope, fantastic temple card, especially since a lot of creatures in this format are mana value, 3 or less. Certainly dinos with all their expensive things are quite a bit of an outlier. So Fading Hope, I mean, that is fantastic. Hopefully it's not a counter spell, but at the very least I'm definitely protecting it with Tamiyo's Safekeeping. We'll have 5 potential mana next turn, which would allow us to go Regisaur Alpha or a hasty Shifting Ceratops. But I have a feeling they're going to want to do something to Drover again. Or they're saving up for something bigger that we play. So I think, yeah, Shifting Ceratops, definitely. Especially if whatever they're holding that mana up for is a counter spell. Shifting is going to do the trick. Memory Deluge. Not quite going to do it for him, but I'm feeling pretty positive against whatever this is. If we get another land next turn, would be able to give the second Shifting Haste and go... Not quite. Could potentially have been lethal there, but still, play it safe. Second Shifting. I think that's going to do it. Man, I love Shifting. I wish I could have 8 Shifting Ceratopses. Oh, interesting stuff. Hey, certainly I'm not sad about taking out a Nightpack Ambusher. That can get out of control real quick, but we have more information if it does go to Game 3. So it's a Simic Flash, which does fantastic work. Nightpack Ambusher can get very nasty real quick. Definitely. Sheltered Thicket. See if this gets whatever counter spell they have. Oh, nothing. I think I'm just going to swing with both. See if they flash in another Nightpack Ambusher. Use Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Aha. To save Shifting Ceratops. And this, where I was saying at the start of the stream tonight, I valued the indestructible as well as the hexproof because it would hopefully help win trades just like that. Wow, fantastic. We may still have been able to get it done there, but you see how the indestructible part of Tamiyo's safekeeping really seems to have done the trick and just locked it up. Certainly don't want to give the opponent any more chances than is necessary. Try and be as efficient as possible, and Tamiyo safekeeping saved shifting. Hopefully we can keep this streak alive. A little bumpy to start things off, but that's bound to happen when you're playing a deck like Dino's, focused on lots of creatures. Times can get rough. Oh boy, I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, we're playing first though. Yeah. Kind of nice seeing two Shifting Ceratops, or Carnage Tyrant. Junie, how's it going? How's it going? Well, it's going pretty good here, but I think this is going to work out. Definitely a nice suit. We see two mulligans. That's looking pretty positive. Could be some shenanigans from the opponent coming up here. Crossing the fingers that Drover survives. Get to that third land. Ooh, Marauding. Well, definitely Marauding, but seems like another Azorius Control, which brings the pain. Oh, Azorius Artifacts. So we do have Blast Zone here. That's going to be, I think, absolutely fantastic. Helping to take out a wide range of stuff, but no third land yet. Definitely apply a little bit of pressure with Marauding. Next turn we won't be able, or we wouldn't want to block the Ingenious Smith, perhaps with Drover of the Mighty, but I think I really want to preserve Drover here since it is a source of mana and still sitting at 2 lands. Portable Hall, okay. I think they're Marauding, well. So we may just pop Blast Zone coming up here next turn. Ooh, more lands is good. Yeah, I'm just going to go Shifting Ceratops. I was thinking maybe popping the Blast Zone, but then we're down a fairly key land that I really need at this point. At least getting the Shifting Ceratops, pretty fantastic blocker. Now, I may not block the Ingenious Smith here. Might be nice to trade with it since it can get out of control real quick, so potentially blocking it while it is a 4/4. Okay, don't have to worry about that. But another Blast Zone. Good stuff coming in handy. Oh, hold on a second. I want to go Marauding Raptor and Shifting Ceratops this turn. Hopefully they don't counter Marauding. I think they're thinking about it. Metallic Rebuke, Disruption Protocol, which also is just insane, lovely stuff. Counterspell, effectively 2 blue. Since likely a deck like this always has various artifacts, and making further use out of something like Portable Hole there is just it's hard to top that. Where oftentimes it's just sitting there, so using it for something like Disruption Protocol just elevates this deck, I think. I'm actually going to swing with the Drover, and we'll see what they block with, if they double block. Alright. A little bit of damage on there. Might make all the difference. 3 certainly isn't nothing, but I'm thinking Blast Zone coming up here. That's going to be good. Take out the Esper Sentinel and the Portable Hole. We'll get back Marauding Raptor. See if we draw land next turn coming up. Oh, okay, yes. I think definitely with seeing the Shadow Spear here. But it could be over. It's going to be a nasty, massive hit from the Ingenious Smith, though. I'm kind of thinking I might just want to block it with shifting. Just so we get rid of the Ingenious Smith. They get a little bit of damage through on us, but yes. Ooh, good stuff. Well, gotta pop it. Get that Marauding back. And get a little bit more pressure. Blast Zone coming in handy. Definitely, perhaps in the past, I may have been using too little lands. Usually it was 23, 22, that sort of thing. But, I mean, you can get flooded with any number. You can get starved with any number. There's always a possibility. But I do like Blast Zone, its utility. And in the worst case scenario, it's still helping us ramp and play things like it's doing here. Another portable hole. My goodness, that is not nice. Oh, 2 portable holes. They really want to force us to use the second Blast Zone coming up. That is shedding tears, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. It's gotta be Shifting Ceratops. Next turn though, see what we draw. Probably pop the Blast Zone, get those guys back. Hope they don't do something to shifting. Yeah, I think definitely with them going Emery. Well, Thought Monitor. We're not going to get rid of that anytime soon when it costs 7. Yeah. Gotta pop. Certainly Anger of the Gods, a matchup like this does the trick, taking out Emery, Thought Monitors, Ornithopters, Ingenious Smith before it grows too big, which there's at least a little bit of time before it gets out of control. Hopefully Carnage Tyrant next turn. I think we've seen, did we see all 4 portable holes? No, not quite. But we're seeing another one here. Oh man, I do not like Emery, that's for sure. Definitely makes sense attacking with the Thought Monitor here. It doesn't have a chance to block Shifting Ceratops anyways. Get a little bit of damage in on us, and another Marauding. A little bit of trample on the Shifting. Sneaky trample, perhaps. But also just saving them from taking 2 damage. They would have been, well, still quite low at 4, but might as well be a little bit safer. Yeah. Certainly next game, Emery is maybe public enemy number 1. Reckless Rage as well. Could be nice taking out something big, as always, for 1 red is lovely stuff, but I'm not too sure about this. Ooh, that's going to be a big, nasty Nettle Cyst. They might slap it on the Thought Monitor, though. I hadn't thought about that. Hmm. Definitely another blast zone would just be fantastic. Taking out Moon Snare prototype, portable hole, Shadow Spear. Certainly would drop the overall power of things and might help us get to a win. Ooh, but Ghalta. Yeah, gonna try and go for it. Hope it does the trick. And we could get through a fair bit of damage, but nah. Leave it as is. See if they do swing with that Phyrexian germ creature. I don't think they would if they don't have a way to protect it with Ghalta out being so big. But hopefully the queen does the trick here right now. Portable hole? Okay. So we still may have a chance to go with this Carnage Tyrant. Get another blast zone. I think that's all. No, that's not all four. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Emery, that they keep getting to cast stuff over and over again. Man, she's done a lot of work. Maybe I should have upped one of the blast zones to 3, taken her out. At the very least, they would never attack into Ghalta with that germ token, but they may attach this Shadow Spear to the Thought Monitor, perhaps. Well, it's another body that can't be portable hold. I feel like they'd probably double block with the Ingenious Smith and the Nettle Cyst thingamajig. I'm gonna swing with everything. They'll probably take this opportunity to bring down Ghalta, I would imagine. Or just do something nasty to somebody. Oh, okay, Drover. Interesting. Oh, nasty stuff. Well, that is going to do it for this matchup. That's for sure. All that life they're gaining. Big creatures on their part. But Anger of the Gods, 100%. Reckless Rage, do the trick. Drop the Huntmaster because, well, we saw a portable hole. It was certainly very portable. Taking out a lot of things. Ripjaw, kind of nice. Having a creature, the extra potential value from Anger of the Gods on Ripjaw or Reckless Rage. I do like that aspect. Fierce Empath, yeah. Not so much Tamiyo's Safekeeping, I feel. Could potentially help save something, but nah. Don't think it's going to be as useful. Certainly Anger of the Gods is going to do the trick. Taking out a lot of stuff, but that makes me shed a tear. Okay, that's better. Definitely Rootbound Crag turn 1 because we don't have a forest or a mountain yet. Hopefully we get that second source of red for Anger of the Gods, which Drover the Mighty might be our second source of red. Yeah, I'm going to send Ghalta packing. I think I value Carnage Tyrant in this matchup. Don't have to worry really about any shenanigans, having them get rid of Carnage Tyrant. I'll try for Marauding Raptor. Hope there's no portable hole. Drover, though, could help us get to that 3rd mana. Ingenious Smith. Okay. Might be nice going both Drovers next turn, but we would lose. Okay, no, I could get behind this. Drover the Mighty plus this Marauding Raptor. buffing it, I would expect, well, we see the glass casket in hand, so I expect one of these marauding to get answered next turn. So we could potentially get to go Carnage Tyrant after they go glass casket here. Certainly sometimes doesn't make a whole lot of sense going both maraudings, but in this case, and in other cases similar to this, having something like Drover, but having and meaning to play both Marauding Raptors can work out when you likely expect one of the Maraudings to get removed by something like Glass Casket. I'm kind of thinking sweeping people. Then we still have Drover the Mighty for following turns. We could apply a little bit of pressure here, which, yeah, let's do that. See what they do, if they do anything. Maybe they expect us to buff somebody, play some combat tricks, so they may just let this damage through, which would be pretty nice. Okay, good stuff. Yep. Take them out. They do draw a card there. Could have left Drover the Mighty back, but I do like dealing the 3 damage instead of stopping them drawing a card. Nasty, nasty move snare prototype. Did some fantastic work the previous game, but hopefully nothing bad happens to Drover. Next turn, crossing the fingers, Carnage Tyrant. Oh, the glass casket. I should have expected something like that. Good stuff. Maybe rampaging Ferocidon now that I think about it. Especially with all their little tokens and creatures here. Could have potentially chipped away nicely, but probably a good chance they would have answered something like rampaging Ferocidon with the glass casket there. That's going to do it. Ouch, that's a painful Phyrexian Germ. 11 would have grown stronger, especially making more little tokens, casting more creatures, unfortunately, but that happens sometimes. Actually, what time is it? How long have I been playing? Oh, not even an hour yet? Okay. Time for at least one more, but maybe 2. Having a good night. Hopefully you guys are having a good night as well. I mean, a little more misses than hits, unfortunately, but we'll get it done. Get it done. All good. Chilling. Definitely miss something like Culling Ritual. Being in Jund makes me think maybe I should go back to it. Anytime I have a matchup like that. Culling Ritual, for anybody that doesn't know, 2 and a black and a green. You destroy all non-land permanents with mana value 2 or less. And you make, or you add a green or black mana for each permanent added this way. So could be nice destroying everything, making plenty of mana, being able to cast something like Ripjaw Raptor, or if you destroy enough, you may have enough mana to just cast Carnage Tyrant after you go Culling Ritual. Kind of nice. Again, I would expect to see one of the 2 drops. Certainly a decent chance I'd get it with the first draw, but oh, okay. Hey, we're seeing Fierce Empath. I like the looks of that. Yeah. Keep the 6, definitely. I mean, Fierce Empath playing that, it is a body, and it would get us that Carnage Tyrant or another Carnage Tyrant that we are sending to the bottom, but gets a little clunky there. Definitely has to be Rootbound Craig, so that the second land we play coming up here is untapped, and then Rockfall Vale being our 3rd land coming to play untapped, and hey, Fatal Push. It's good. It is good. Dusk Legion Zealot. Perhaps it's some form of vampires, which can be nasty, but we got 2/2 drops. Hopefully they don't have 2 fatal pushes. That does happen sometimes, though. Hopefully they both survive. I mean, I would be pretty excited to go Regisaur Alpha for 3. Doesn't happen too often, of course, because our little guys sometimes die, but if you've ever gotten the joy and pleasure of going Regisaur Alpha for 3, or sometimes even 2, man, that is just hard to top that. They're thinking of killing something, or maybe holding some mana up to kill something bigger, perhaps. Oh, interesting. Well, we'll try for Regisaur Alpha, use up all our available mana for the turn. Something's going to kick the bucket, though. So they should have done the fatal push. We wouldn't have been able to go Regisaur Alpha for 3. We didn't have enough mana. So that is actually fantastic. That's working out. Ooh, I gotta do something quick. Which reminds me about this specific swamp, especially from Neon Dynasty. Makes me think of a mountain. I've read other people that see this swamp, they second guess themselves and think it's a mountain as well because it has so much red in there, but certainly a fantastic looking land. Oh, speaking of lands, does come into play tapped, unfortunately, but Shifting Ceratops, let's go. The biggest, best body possible. Keep applying that nice pressure. I would expect them to pay 3 for Knight of the Ebon Legion coming up. Get rid of Gifted Aetherborn. Do as much nasty damage, but I think, yes. And then something else will block either the token or... Oh, not even Regisaur Alpha. See, I thought they would probably use Dusk Legion Zealot to block Regisaur there. Not wanting to take 4, but Sorin. So we could be seeing a big, nasty vampire coming out here. Oh, only the +1. Killing Huntmaster, perhaps? Oh. I'm okay with that. Certainly I'm used to, in the past, seeing Sorin Imperious Bloodlord use his -3 that first turn. You may put a vampire card from your hand onto the battlefield, and that often means a rough day, to say the least. But maybe Fierce Empath. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the Fierce Empath. Get Carnage Tyrant, certainly. Hopefully get to... do I want to pressure Sorin? Yeah. Just a little bit. Definitely. Oh, interesting.
Mortals never learn.
I thought they might want to preserve Sorin, being able to potentially go -3 here, but perhaps they don't have any big vampires that they'd want to go -3. Huh. Or they have another copy of Sorin in their hand. Certainly that could be a possibility as well. Oh, they do want to get rid of Carnage Tyrant. I can understand that. It's a pretty big headache for a deck like this. And also something like Fierce Empath. Fantastic chump blocker. We've got that, well, we almost had that value from Carnage Tyrant there, but might as well use them to block something big that could be coming up or at a later turn.
This is but a taste of my power.
Oh, another Regisaur Alpha. That is going to do it. Not quite, but It is a lot of damage, that's for sure. Oh, I like that. 4 for a 4/4 and a 3/3, both haste. And that is why you have lots of Regisaur Alphas for times like that. Fantastic. You get the first one. If you draw a second one, both of those things have haste. It sometimes does the trick. Hopefully that's the case here. They will go to 1, which they could still pull something back. Or they might just feel they're doomed. But again, they could do something nasty next turn. I don't think there's a whole lot of nasty things they can do to save themselves at the moment. As long as we have a couple bodies, they certainly wouldn't want to swing with probably anything if they do go to 1 here. Putting us to sleep, my goodness. Need the Jeopardy theme song. Oh. They decided it was over. Good stuff. Alright. But they know what we're all about. We know what they're all about. Anger of the Gods. Hopefully taking out a wide range of things. Again, the vampires could get big real quick, real fast, but potentially Anger of the Gods at the exact right moment is going to do the trick. Shifting Ceratops could be nice. Actually, I'm going to take out Huntmaster. Certainly they have lots of fatal pushes. Huntmaster, of course, dying to that, costing 2, but also dying to Anger of the Gods. And let's see, what might... Rampaging Ferocidon I could see bringing in. They do have lots of life gain stuff. Sometimes a lot of little vampires. So that could chip away quite nicely. They do fear Carnage Tyrant though. So I think, actually I'm going to cut Ghalta. I know, shedding tears. It's always a sad night. A sad game when we cut the queen. I think that should work out. I'm thinking maybe cutting 1 Tamiyo's, bringing that 4th Blast Zone back in, but I'll leave it there for now. Certainly things could get nasty, especially if they get turn 1 Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah, no, they can snowball. Not quite like mono green elves can snowball, but with the Death Touch, the lifelink on quite a few vampires. Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, is just fantastic, which hopefully we get a Dino Planeswalker that costs 3 and does some fantastic things for dinos like Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, does for vampires. That would just... I think that would elevate us to new heights, even better heights. Man, that'd be lovely. One day, I think. We'll get there. Vampires, though, are quite a popular tribe, so I can see why they... Oh. We crushed them enough. They just didn't want to face us. Okay. Well, I think that's a pretty fantastic place to end things for tonight. Going to be back tomorrow night. Maybe with something similar. Perhaps a different list. Something like that, but... Yes, that was good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, certainly quite a few painful matches tonight. That's how it's going to go. And always staying positive, always having a good time, always room for improvement. That's for sure. Hopefully you guys learn a little bit, or at the very least, again, you see the potential and different ways you could play dinos, different scenarios that you might come up and face, and perhaps it helps you out in your dino journey, or if you're playing the decks that I faced tonight. Yes, thanks everyone for watching. As always, Chuny, Casey, Blue Bear, if you're watching, or later on. And oh, hey, I was just going to say, yes, some pretty good matches. Certainly Control, Azorius Control, Blue-White, anything can be painful. But yes, I had a good night. As always, everyone, thanks for watching. Maybe I can do some crazy stuff. Yeah, all right.